Hey, it's another day in the barn. Alright, so I took the piece off the F-150, I drilled out the spot welds, and now I'll be able to spot weld it back on. And whoops, let me get back a little bit. Drilled them out, separated it. I set this up here, mark where the holes go. I'm going to go ahead and drill those out and mount my brake pedal, figure out where I want the gas pedal, and put that on. We been working out here for quite a while, just kind of working on the steering gear that I put in the other day. We changed everything on it. I'll show you that in a second. But we're going to get ready to pull the front axles down because we got to drop the pivot points on the front axles 5 inches. So that will match what we drop the spring buckets down. So as soon as Kevin gets back with a chop saw, we're going to do that. I'll probably take it loose before he gets back. But I'll go ahead and show you what we've done here with our steering gear. So yesterday I had it mounted where these 2 plug welds are right here. That was the back of it, and it was kind of straight and pointing off a little bit. So we took and cut out the frame here to get it in closer and dropped it down, because where I had it, I didn't think about the pitman arm clearing the bottom of the frame. So now it's going to clear the bottom of the frame, and we'll be able to run a drag link over to the right front tire, or excuse the steering over the right front tire. I think the drag link is the one that goes back across to the left tire. So go to the front right and then come back over to the front left for steering. And now we got it up there far enough that this boot fits on here real nice, so that it keeps any mice from climbing up through there. Gas pedal, brake pedal I put in yesterday, y'all saw that. So today, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these axles down. Just gonna pull the 1 bolt right here and the 1 bolt on the opposite side. We got a little plan. Hopefully it'll work. If it don't work, well, we'll try something else. 21 millimeter. Underneath there, that would have scared me. Now I got to pull the other one from the other side, which is going to scare me more. Well, good afternoon. Welcome to another cool day in the barn. Sun's shining, but it's not that nice out. I don't have a fire lit because I was busy cleaning up in here this morning. Got pretty warm. But I'm going to show you some things that my friend Kevin and I got done yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And Then after I show you all that, I just got to finish welding some things up. And then probably tomorrow, if I have the opportunity between taking to dialysis, my dad to dialysis and back, I'm going to try and get the dashboard back in and so I can hang the steering wheel. So I'll show you what we did. You see down here we got the drag link and I guess the steering bar. I guess that's what it's called. Coming off the pitman arm there, which happened to be in a perfect spot. The angle's not too bad. So we took and cut the center of the steering arm out of the Ford F-150 steering arm so that we'd have a center point in our steering link there, and welded that in right there. Put some heim joints in there, got those all welded in. We got these, had to drill out the holes over there on where the tie rod ends would go. Got those bolted in, and we got it bolted up to the pitman arm. I got to get a little bit longer bolt for that pitman arm right there, and then that'll be done and perfect. We also dropped the front axle 5 inches with that contraption right there that I got to weld on. It's bolted in a couple of different places, and I'm going to go ahead and plug weld it and then weld around the top of it. And if you see, let's see, right, let me get up there and show you what I got. But right there, that's where the right axle hooks up, the pivot point. We had to drop that down also 5 inches. I just need to weld it up here. We left the original bracket in there, put a spacer in there so it wouldn't collapse, and then we bolted it to the axle. That took quite a long time to get all that figured out. And the other thing we had to do, we got the steering gear here, steering gearbox right there. You guys seen us mount it, possibly, maybe not, but it's mounted directly into the frame, and then we built a mount out here to move it. I had it inside the frame, I moved it outside the frame, and we got it all hooked together. We were testing the steering. I turned the wheel to the right and the tires went to the left, so I had a reverse steering gearbox. So all we had to do, you can see down here in this bucket, the parts of a steering gear which came out of here, which is the worm gear right here, which is reversed. Oop. The worm gear is in here, it's reversed, and this is out of the old Ford F-150, which has got the 4 teeth on it that go like this into these gears here. Let me pull it out into the light here a little bit better. So these teeth on here, these 3 teeth I should say, go into this gear set right here, and it turns back and forth, which makes the worm gear either turn one way or the other. Well, like I said, that one was backwards, so we took and we said, well, they look the same size even though they're different. We took the old Ford one and took this piston out of there this piston right here with the worm gear inside. Took it out of the old Ford F-150 and mounted it inside this one that I got off at the junkyard. So put it in there, and then we just put this this is the one that's out of the F-150. It's shorter, so we put the one that I got from the junkyard back in, and it works perfectly. It turned the gears the right way. So now, turn to the right, it goes right. Turn to the left, it goes left. So, also by dropping the front axle down to 5 inches that we had dropped the spring buckets down, our tires are at 0 camber. Right? Should be around 0.5, somewhere in there, 0.5 to 1. We got them at 0. So I think that's a pretty good setup right there. Like I said, I gotta weld that stuff on and finish tightening up a couple of bolts here and there, and that's all I'll be doing for the day. So there's no sense of y'all watching me weld. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I hope this little tip on the steering gearbox helps somebody else out. Well, here we are back on the Bronco 2 again. I'm gonna finish putting this piece in over here, which is gonna be the angle of my firewall, or excuse me, my trunk on this side. After I get that done, I'm gonna put the dash in, but I want to get this in first. So I gotta cut a piece, I gotta measure this out, make me a template, and then weld that in there. After I get that done, I'm gonna go grab the dash and start putting that in. Today I'm going to start wiring, hooking up the wires and everything. My buddy Kevin's going to come over tomorrow and finish hooking up, and I'm going to get hooked up what I can. I numbered everything, and I'm having a hard time finding what numbers go to what numbers. Well, 15 goes to 15, yeah, but I can't find the other 15. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I've been out here in the barn most of the day, putzing around. So now I'm going to get at this wiring job, and hopefully we'll get this bad boy wired up, my buddy Kevin and me, and then we'll be able to turn her over and see if she'll fire again. Enjoy. I'm excited. Well, I kind of want to show you what I got going on here. I know that this fuse box goes on the left-hand side, so... And I found the one that hooks up to the computer, but I haven't cut a hole in the firewall for it yet. But I got this mess of wires down here, going all the way over here. And then on the cherry picker there, I'm using it for a wire rack. So that's what I got going on. I got to find out where all these things plug into. So... like I said, I'm just going to put this on time lapse. I'll probably be out here about an hour or so, but I probably won't get it done today. But anyways, like I said, I'm getting real excited. Welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. Got my buddy Kevin here who's going to do all the wiring and make this thing come alive. Okay, we got a bunch of wires in, but there's a bunch more to go, and right now we need to get the front clip on to see where some things are going, so we're going to get that set on there and check things out. It's mostly already set on there, it just doesn't fit. Semi-battery box over here.
Like a semi-truck?
Yeah. We hitting on besides everything. This
Okay, I'm over here on this. Excited about having to be on my tippy toes to put things together, but I mean, otherwise if we don't have it in there, we're going to run stuff that's going to be wrong, it's going to fit.
Okay, you can see we got the front clip sitting on here. Gonna have to get some big mighty mounts for the front. Gonna have to build something. And Kevin loves working on the wiring when he can't reach over the fender. Okay, we're taking a break on the Bronco because I probably got to go get some hardware. So we're going to go ahead and bring Kevin's Jeep in so that we can finish his front end. So we're going to do that right now. Thanks for watching.